The joyful home remodel is an alternative to the way that typical remodel and architecture projects are done out in the world. The main thing that it's trying to do specifically is make relationships the most important aspect in the process over the material and other aspects there. Often within residential remodels and projects in general, it's known that a high percentage of the people, over 50% of the couples that go through that, experience a significant amount of stress, and even some of them consider or pursue divorce. And often that's just seen as an unfortunate aside to the process. But in my opinion, I think that human relationships are the most important thing. In the quality of those relationships, if we tend not only to the project itself, but we tend to the relationships with ourselves, with our partners, and everybody involved, including the building professionals, neighbors, other family members, and then the land and the cosmos itself. This just presents a whole new way of doing architecture. And so this is a project that has evolved over many, many years in my own practice out of Oakland, California, where I've had the opportunity to work with people from all different walks of life, all different races and religions, and just starting to see patterns in terms of what projects go well and what projects become challenging. And the thing that I noticed just from the time that I've spent on these projects is that it all comes down to the quality of connection that people feel with one another. When the quality of connection is solid, when people take the time to get to know one another at first and then go into the project, then the conversations and the decisions become more fluid, more creative, more efficient. But when a person forgoes actually getting to know the others, especially when an architect or designer forgoes taking time to actually know the people that they're working for, that's when projects go off the rails. Because, I mean, if you think about it, how could you actually know how to design for somebody if you don't ask them about how they go about living? And so the joyful home remodel, in its essence, is trying to accomplish three specific things. It's here to help you know yourself. And again, know yourself as separate from your partner too. One of the curious things that I do in this is I always interview couples, the members separately, husband, wives, or other partners. I'm always interviewing them separately because I want to know what they would do as an individual within this, what their beliefs or values are, so I can understand and hold that for them. So the second thing we look at is, how can we know our teammates better? And our teammates include our partners. Our teammates include our family members, our neighbors. It includes the municipalities that we work in. And it also includes the land and also the cosmos. Like every project takes place on land somewhere, and that land is unique. And so getting to know it and also learning how to engage it in the process is another big aspect of that. So again, knowing yourself, knowing your teammates, and then the third component of this is just knowing the way home. How can we go about doing this in a way, planning and carrying out those plans in a way that really brings you to a sense of home in the end, where you feel a lack of self-consciousness when you're at home, where you feel a sense of love, where you feel a sense of pride and excitement for having participated in the design process, not just consumed a design, but participated in a design that is infused with your particular beliefs and values. That's the goal here. Again, knowing yourself, knowing your teammates, and knowing the way home. And again, in each one of these buckets, we're going to see there's a lot of different things to think about. But when you understand that that's really how simple it is in order to, that you really just have to manage those three things, knowing yourself, knowing your teammates, and knowing the way home, then you can have a very, very different type of remodel experience, a very different type of design experience, because you're tending to what's most important first. You're not neglecting human relationships. You're putting that front and center of the design process.